Thank you for waiting patiently, Miss Pierre. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I almost fall asleep, but hi. Thank you for having
Man,
me.
tell me about it.
I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, but you
Okay.
can you don't need to rush. You've waited up here the longest.
I know I did. I waited for a long
Thank
time.
you for
Okay.
waiting patiently. And we've had to sit through some grueling stuff. So we by God's grace we've been able to hang in there. So go ahead.
Yes. So first of all, I want to say that I grew up in Haiti, came here maybe when I was 17. I only did 1 year of high school here, but when I just came up here, I used to live with my older sister. She was very clear about me not dating Black Americans specifically because back in the days we were, especially Haitian, was really bullied a lot by Black Americans. They were called all different type of names. We were voodoo and a bunch of names. So because of that, it's deeply rooted basically because she knows that the fact that I'm Haitian and I have an accent, there's no way a Black American was gonna treat me nice, obviously. And on top of media making it seem like as if Black American is all bums and stuff, even though it's not true. But that was the perception. So me graduating when I graduated high school. So back in the day, they used to have this program when you're in high school, you could pick a major, like a certificate or something. So by the time I graduated high school, I graduated also with my cosmetology license. So when I finished, while I was going to college, I was working in an all Black American barbershop. So I get to pick on the culture, even on the slang, even how they talk and everything else. So I was really like, okay, so what they really, saying, it's not really true. I got a lot of Black Americans friends and stuff like that. However, every time I tried to go out on date or try to go out with Black Americans, every stereotype was true. However, I must have said I lived in Brooklyn. I'm in New York. I lived in Brooklyn. And as well as I live in the good part of Brooklyn at that time, I live in Canarsie. But even the guys that I went to college with, I was Black American. It's almost as if there was even a guy that was forcing me to say among peers that I was from Dominican DR because she was like, okay, because my hair was naturally curly, but
Hmm.
my features African. I'm very Afrocentric feature, but and I wasn't dark skin, but because I have curly hair and I was in dark skin, he almost wanted me around his face to say that I was from DR instead of saying that I'm Haitian. So I was like, no, I'm not from Dominican Republic. I'm Haitian. What are you trying to do? And I'm like, and I have an accent. What are you trying to say? And then later when I'm realizing it's that because of my features, so he's gonna say at least if I'm Dominican, even though I have black Afrocentric features, I would be more accepted. So I never really had good experience when it comes to dating. And I tried. When I tell you I tried, because I was a rebellious kid, I didn't want to listen to my sister. I tried. I went to different date. The guys from college. There was even a guy that was, they were never trying to court me or
Hmm.
anything like that. The
Hmm.
only men that properly courted me or probably wanted to take me out was either Africans, like born in Africa or whatever the case might be, or like white guys. But my
Wow.
experience with, and when I said, even though we were not sleeping together, but I'm just saying you're in college, you go out with this
Right.
and that. But the way I was treated, because obviously I have a more Afrocentric features. I didn't have the long nose. I more have like a big nose, and I was even teased sometimes. But some of them would tell me like, "Oh, you kind of look like you were Spanish because your hair's so curly. You're not too ugly, but you could pass for Dominican." I'm like, pass. First of all, I would never pass for Dominican. I am 100% Haitian. That's one thing about Haitian people. They're proud and loud. I'm like, no. So I don't want you to go around and say there's nothing wrong with being Dominican, but I'm Haitian, however. So I cut all these friends, even though they were in college, they were my peers. And funny thing is, they were calling me that I wasn't that ugly. I wasn't too. I was never that pretty, but I wasn't too ugly. But their mother, when you look at their sister, they all have the same features that I did. So it's clearly based on obviously featureisms, colorisms, and a lot of it has to do with self hate and brainwashing and colonization for a fact. And you would see the girl, and I was really smart in school. I'm really book smart. I was really smart in school. You would see the girls that were a little, because I did hair, so I had all type of friends from females to male. You would see the girls that were light skinned, even though they were trash. When I say trash, I know I'm not supposed to say women are trash. Even though there was nothing going on for them. Even though I was an immigrant, I came up here, but I had a good home. I grew up with both parents in Haiti, and coming up here, I was really smart at school. And my sister's is here, and I'm trying to go to school. And we brought in our home values and stuff like that. The girls was just out there smoking. I don't smoke, I don't drink. They will prefer to spend money, take them to the movie, buy them stuff at that time. If you didn't have Coach bag or Coach shoes, you wasn't nothing at that time. So you would see they would spend that money on these girls that just using them. But me, that was like the fact that I didn't have the features, the look that they needed. I would just be like a homebody, like, because they know that I wasn't gonna sleep with them. So it's like it's either I was gonna sleep with them, or if I wasn't gonna sleep with them, they didn't want to take me seriously. So those were my experience. So when uh, sometimes a lot of times when you see a lot of, especially people that, even if it's third generation people that go up here, they were born here, whatever, sometimes, yes, their parents are telling them for one way or the other, or telling them beware of Black Americans. A lot of it has to do with um I'm not gonna say ignorant. It has to do with bad encounters that they had encountered with Black Americans, especially where they live, as well as sometimes it has to do with the media, because you have to understand the media is making seems like as if Black Americans are bombs, and it's not true. So you have to think like that. And on top of that, now the social media blow up, and then when you from the Caribbean or if you from Africa, the norms the men provides for the woman. That's just the norm. That's just how it is, right? Until you come to America and you realize, oh, people do 50-50. People get married, they do put money together. But in majority part, when you from the Caribbean or you from Africa, the man is supposed to provide for their women. So when I see here that women here are talking about, oh, they want a man to provide for them and stuff like that. The only men that I'm seeing in the comments are saying, oh, you're a gold digger. It's only Black men or Black Americans. I'm not seeing no white men are going to the comments saying that. And funny thing is, our grandmothers, our mothers, their husband provided for them. That's why I don't understand where the hate is really coming from about when women say they want a man to provide for them. Like the girl is saying in the video, she says she does not like coffee dates. So I went back in her video and watched. If you read the comments, and you click on the page and the people commenting, they're Americans. First of all, they don't have an accent. Doesn't mean if you don't have an accent, you're not American. So they're either born here or they grew up here. And they're Black. Some of them are even telling her to go back where she should go find her man and wherever she's from, and she's not happy with the man. So when she's saying that she doesn't know why they're mad at her for saying she doesn't like coffee date because she does not date Black American, and they shouldn't be commenting on her post about that. It's a reaction towards all the hate. You should go to the post and see so many hate. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe people are so much. And then you would know that you are talking facts the minute someone has nothing else to say to you but attacked your looks. They said that she was looking like this, she was looking like that, because here, especially in America, we are based on a Western beauty standard. So what's considered to be beautiful here is not the same as in Africa or in Asia. So definitely, because she has Afrocentric features. So of course, all these men in her comments are saying so many things towards her as if that's supposed to break her apart. Like she shouldn't have standard, she shouldn't do this. And who's doing that? Black Americans. And you could go back and go watch the whole video. You're gonna see that's what they are saying. So that's the problem we having. So when people are saying that she's attacking Black American, she never dated Black American, as a person like me that dated Black American, they never consider me as being pretty. I was never good enough for them, right? At least for the one that I dated. That's what I'm. Let me just correct myself. So I never had a good experience. Or either they wanted to smoke, I don't smoke, or they wanted to do that. I mean, I know we were kids, we were 19, 18, whatever. They wanted to smoke them. And when I dated other people, they wanted to go to the museum, let's go to Statue of Liberty, let's, get a cooking class. It was totally different. And we all went to the same college. It's not like I went to a different spot and I said, let me pick somebody there. Maybe they'll think differently. Everybody's going to the same college. So because it's different upbringing and different culture, so people really treat you differently. And I'm not gonna lie, when you were a dark skin, and then there's another thing though. Every time I say I'm dark skin, oh no, you're not dark skin, you brown skin. I'm like, what's the difference? Because I didn't know there was such a difference here until I came up, knowing that, oh, and then the bad comment they'll make, oh, you're not a blackie. I'm like, what does that mean? And later I'm finding out it's the right, it's not a nice word to say. What do you mean you're not blackie? I'm a dark skinned person. What difference does it make if I'm darker, if I'm lighter? What difference does it make? But they say it in a way to show to compare you that you're not that dark, as if you were that dark. If you were dark, it would be something that's not good. So it's really like the way when we can go around all we want at the end of the day, even though we all black, we all want to do better, we all want to uplift each other. But I do feel like a lot of these problems are happening in the home, especially when you're here in America. Because when you look at all the culture, whether it's in the Caribbean or it's in Africa, the people are staying married in the home with their child, with their kids. Most of the problem and the divorce are happening here in the black culture in America, not really overseas. So that's to show you there's a problem in the home. There's a problem with everything that's going on that cause people to always say that, oh, I don't date Black American, I don't date this person, I don't date that person, even though it's not necessarily true. I mean, it's not just because someone is Black American automatically they're gonna treat you like trash. But from experience, I have never seen one that had treated me, nice, caught me, and did all that with me. It was either if I wanted to smoke or what did I do for a living. Then if they see me with my uniform or something, where it's almost as if they okay, they see like their meal tickets, because now that I'm all successful, I have everything going on for me. It's like almost as if, oh, they wanted me, but they don't really want it me because I'm a kind person, or because they feel like I could bring something, we could build a family. It's almost as if, okay, she's a meal ticket, even though she doesn't look the way I need to look, I need them to look. But it was almost as if it was a meal ticket. That's at least that's my experience.
Okay, Miss Pierre. Again, thank you for waiting so patiently. I, very much appreciate it. Much respect. Thank you for giving your insight on the topic. And you have a great night. All right, ma'am. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem. Have a good night.